You know what?
What?
Was I supposed to be looking at the camera?
You think that's the camera? That's the camera.
Oh, shit.
That's a pole. You're looking at a pole.
This channel is intended for adults, parents, educators, and community allies. We're sharing our journey running a Lego club for autistic kids through our nonprofit. This is not medical or therapeutic advice.
No, I'm not looking at anything. I'm looking at the door.
You're looking at the door? There they are. Hello.
But, no, I forgot.
Hello, YouTube. What?
I forgot all about. Is that okay? Because I have not been looking at. Have you been looking at the camera?
I think everybody at this point has picked up that somebody might be a little whiffy.
If there's maybe any teachers watching, if you know of any good little activities, just something very simple, especially for younger kids. I did ask one of the children in my group to point out colors. Find me a green, find me a red. And by golly, I expected like opposition or being ignored. And no, he didn't. And
no, that's cool.
And even pointed out his favorite color. So,
oh, really? Okay. You going to put that in the machine, or are you going to sit there posing for animal crackers?
One last thing.
You can talk and, you know what? Here's the new rule. You can only talk when that's going through that friggin' thing. So once it's going through, then you can talk, but not before, because this is not getting done. All right, come on, stop. Just pull it out of there. No, just leave it down there. That's fine. All right, come on. You're gumming up the works here. This is the Multivium assembly line.
Yeah, really.
I told today, because he did have one of the more complicated cars, and I could tell he started out at a little bit slower pace than the last time. And I don't want anybody to have any anxiety. So I said, listen, if you don't get it done, it's okay. I will put it back in the box and put your name on it, and nobody will touch it until next time when I bring it back for you. Yeah. And that actually made him very happy. He was, I think, again, it relieved the pressure. I don't want anybody to feel any pressure. Do I?
Oh, God.
No pressure. So if we were going to do a bigger build, that would require that, and then I would have to have a way to transport it without it getting damaged. Transporting Lego is dicey. Anybody who's had to move and take your builds with you, we all know that they don't get there all in one piece. And we went to Las Vegas. While I was there, I built the Tudor Corner, and you built the Der Burger and the Cat. Both all great builds. But then you got to get them home. I got a tub and I stuck the Tudor Corner in the tub and wrapped it with towels. I put yours into individual boxes, and everything made it back. The Tudor Corner, the only thing that came off after all of that were just the flowers. I don't know if you could see it, but the flowers on the edge popped off. Even the chimneys stayed on. And I just brought the minifigs back in a Lego Pabwall box. So that worked out. And yours, the top of the Der Burger, the little pickle or whatever they put on the top, that fell off, so put that back on. And one of the cat's arms came off.
A whole arm?
Yeah, but it was pretty easy. Just, I think I have to check the instruction book, but it seemed pretty obviously where it went.
You didn't tell me.
No. She doesn't like me to do any of her build. Like if something falls off or she can't get it, she gets all bent out of shape if I fix it, because she wants to have.
I want to do it myself.
Yeah, she wants to be the one to have built the whole thing.
I like the satisfaction of knowing I did it, because it's a big deal for me to do this. Yeah, I was talking to one of the moms today, and we were both saying like how we're not necessarily artsy craftsy creative people, but Lego does give people who are not so artsy crafty an outlet.
Well, it's both.
I'm amazed that I'm doing this.
I am too. I'm amazed that you get through the door. Did you see the footage of her walking into the door of the Lego store? No. Some of these guys and girls and transgender, let's be fair, that I've seen on YouTube and whatever have made some of the most amazing pieces of artwork.
God, yeah.
The level of creativity is just staggering.
Yeah.
Not all of us are designed that way. So for the ones who are a little bit short on their feed bag,
Nice.
it allows the, it allows that group to be a little creative, or at least do something artistic.
No, and as I was talking earlier today about mental health, that's another thing. When people are really down and depressed, they feel like they can't accomplish anything, or they can't, or they don't want to. But even just doing one simple little build is a sense of accomplishment and will feel good.
I say this with all sincerity, that I think Lego should be prescribed for depression, and I think it should be paid for by insurance.
The insurance companies, yes.
Do something.
Yeah,
insurance
do something,
companies.
Yeah. Better,
But yeah,
sometimes better than the pills. Like, here, take a pill.
Yeah, take a pill. But
that's
Here.
not. Well, it's a good.
I prescribe one modular and one race car.
And we'll pay for, and we'll pay for it.
So that's
It's a really good, even for anxiety. I keep saying depression, but for people who are anxious and worried and and very, very activated, it's a good grounding activity. It gets you centered. It gets you focused. It gets you. Oops, you're not thinking. I didn't do anything. It gets you not thinking about anything else.
So if you're going to any amusement park or doing anything that costs money, oftentimes, you factor in the money and you go, ooh, can we really afford to take the kids to this today or that
Right.
today? I want this to be, that's not an obstacle. It's like, we're going. So I guess that makes us better than the insurance companies.
Mm-hmm. Well, also that's the whole
Multivium. That's our new slogan, Multivium. Superior to insurance.
Well,
All
that's
right, I got these
the
extra-
reason why we do all our events for free.
Dude, I almost just dropped them. I almost pulled a Jackie and dropped all the Lego on the ground. Everything's going to be laminated at this point. I came up with this new thing where we run this cable in a circle. I'll make one and show you with a hole punch.
Hey, you're taking my job.
What's your job? Screwing these up?
I usually cut it.
You want to cut these?
Not necessarily, but you want me to just sit here like a lump?
A lump? Okay, here. You can cut
What do they say, like a lump or
a mope, like a mope.
A mope. Yeah, that's
a lump.
It. Yeah.
You're a lump. You're a lumpy mope. Usually you prefer to sit there.
Shut up.
That's not. No, that's not.
Hey, wait.
Wait, what? Oh!
No, that's right.
So you go up the middle. Look, go up the middle.
I never cut that much
Right,
before.
I know. You go up the middle evenly.
Maybe
Evenly
All
spaced
right, you know
between
what?
these two.
Let me just do what I always do.
No, because then they won't be consistent. You got to go evenly.
But no, don't I usually just...
That's when
do
we did the bigger ones. Oh. I'm getting so good at this. I could have. What's that job in the subway or whatever, where the guy used to go down a train?
Oh my God,
Remember
that's
that?
right.
Go down a
No.
train. Ticket. Also, just get a feel for how much time it takes to make one small book. So you can imagine how much time it takes, and I had to do some of these bigger ones. Like I said, this is a smaller build. The bigger cars that are more involved, they have like 150 page, 200 page books. That takes a long time to laminate and do all this, but once it's done,
worth it at the end.
No, it is. It is, and also when you see this stuff get kind of manhandled, kids are rough with stuff. Lego bricks are tough. In fact, I read somewhere that they can sustain 850 pounds of pressure.
Yeah.
You know that? Am I right about that? So a Lego brick. Of course, I don't have a Lego brick here. But supposedly you could put 850 pounds of pressure on a Lego brick before it collapses. Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Wait a minute. Are we anywhere?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Why, you finished?
Yeah, I'm
Ready?
finished. I'm.
All right. Yeah.
I'll sit here patiently.
Shut up.
Do de do de do do.
Get out of it.
Don't spill them.
I know.
You're sitting there really hoping that you didn't make a single mistake. I know you. You're sitting there going like, oh man. She's like, oh man. I'm like, oh man, I'm almost there. Not gonna get upset. I'm not gonna look stupid. No, if you got them all right, you get a little piece of chocolate. You get a little treat. Boom.
Well,
And
all
you
right.
take this. Imagine the dismay these poor children would have if the booklet was out of order.
I know.
It would be
I
bad.
would- no,
Then you're causing them anxiety.
I would. I was thinking to make you as
No, tell everybody you screwed me because I wanted to go there right after Lego Club and get something to eat because I was starving. It's like, no, let's go watch the Lego first. Okay, so we go watch the Lego, and guess what's closed by the time we get
Victory
out?
Cafe. My bad. We thought it was open until 6, and I'm one of those people. I like to get the work done and then relax.
And you don't care if it ruins somebody else's day.
Aw.
That's it. Lamination done. That's our. Thanks for spending Saturday night.
And now we can go see Saturday Night Live. It's Saturday night.
Wrong. It's live from New York.
Oh, that's right.